in the comment section concerning Sarah Vegas and Iris Kyle posts about the Arnold. Yeah, I think I think some people are. I post some stuff about it, and I say like this: let's forget the Arnold. Like Bernie Mac said like this: if people don't like you and they don't think of you, fuck them. Put the handcuffs on their hands and crazy on their lips. But Sarah, she's really been stepping up. I wasn't a big Sarah Vickers fan, but she really has gained my respect for what she's really saying about women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, it's interesting because I found myself some of those comments from the guys that he's asking about. Like I found myself typing responses back and then stepping back and saying, "Don't post that, don't post that, don't," and then deleting it, not posting it because, I think what we have to do. So for me, I mean, especially as I'm getting older, and I mean, Andrea is 42 now, so
No,
she's
no,
not
no, 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 no. She's 40.
40. Okay, okay.
She's going to be 41. Here, I'm gonna show you this. Like this is a while back. A friend of mine, him and his wife Tina Williams, they were up in Detroit working with Andrea, and he sent me this picture. And he's a pro too. He's IB pro. His name is Big Keith. And he knows I love Andrea. I'm a fan of Andrea. He has a wife, and he has his hand over my girl. I mean, I mean, you're cute, man. You're my brother, man. I love you, but you get your hands on my girl. And they look at me like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Renee. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't.
No, that's
I
okay.
just gotta be. I'm
Shoot,
sorry.
I'm not sure where we went, but back to
Yeah.
that comment, the question. I think you know I have to diet for 21 weeks. I've been dieting for 3 weeks now. I'm going to do my pro debut at Chicago. Whether I go in the open class or I just stay in the masters, I don't know. It depends on what I look like because I will be in the 120s. That's where I'll be competing at. So I don't know when my physique is all said and done. I want to respect the sport enough not to go in a division I don't belong in. I don't belong in physique. I belong in bodybuilding, but where I don't know. I don't want to just compete in masters. I really want to do an open, but we'll see what happens. But I think we get our blinders get on and we see things from our own paradigm. And these men who are talking about what we should think and why we should respect it and we don't deserve to be there and all the other crap nonsense that they say and it's not feminine and all the other bullshit. They need to open their eyes up and take their blinders off and look at it from our perspectives. And that's the platinum rule of life. The golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The platinum rule is to do unto others as they would have you do unto them. And it requires you to look at it from a different perspective. And I think if they would do that, then those stupid comments, they delete them because they are totally irrelevant to what the point of what Andrea and she nothing to do with stripes. She wasn't trying to say Arnold didn't earn his stripes. She was trying to say if you're trying to make a point and to be as good as or better than the Olympia, which is why he apparently or supposedly added that $500,000 top prize, then you would look at and be inclusive and add more females and add the categories and be the biggest, not be adding more slap fighting and pole dancing. You want to add those two, that's great. But if you really want to compete against the Olympia is the platinum, and Arnold's always going to be gold, and he's going to move down. He's going to be silver, and eventually he will become irrelevant to women who want to compete because who's going to want to even think about the Arnold and say, "Oh, I got my pro card at the Arnold." So what? Like it's almost embarrassing to do it when he doesn't support female muscle.
Yeah, because tomorrow I'm interviewing a lady, Renee Driscoll. Not Renee, sorry, Christina Driscoll. She got a pro card at the amateurs. I interviewed the lady who got a pro card also at the amateur Olympia. That is Miss Latoya. She got her pro card there too. And the Olympia always going to be the big show. I don't call it Mr. Olympia. It's the Olympia. Mr. Olympia is the title. Olympia is the show. I know it's about it's the men's division, and if you know the pimping game, you can ask your son. He's a cop. It's the bottom bitch. The men's division is the bottom bitch. It's always going to bring in the money. And now I think as you saw Bob Ciccarello, or Bobby Chick as I call him, he posted how it's men's bodybuilding and men's classic. You got guys like Chris Sebum. Then you have wellness is coming right behind it, but that's why they're getting the extra $100,000. We got here. And so, man, Money J says, Renee, he's clapping you. Also says, what show did you do to get your pro card? The very first one. Well, she did it. She did the Teen Collegiate Masters, and that's where she got a pro card. That was last year. Also, this is something I don't want to post this. May I ask your age, Renee? No, you mean not, because
Fine.
she's a lady. So I'm a Southern gentleman. We never ask a lady her age.
It's
So
fine.
hmm,
I don't mind, oh George. It's okay. And I actually did. I did Masters USA's during COVID too, and I got runner up. Um, so I missed it by actually I lost by 2 points, and that was 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's tough, like I said, and then you got the kids. What your daughters, are they inspired by you? Do you think they'd be interested in competing in bodybuilding, or they feel like, nah, ma, I don't think I want to be watching a bikini? Especially your son say, hey, what's your son's name?
Nick.
Nick can say, "Hey, Nick, I saw your mom on stage in the bikini." Yeah, I say, "Yo, he got fly." Say, "Hey, man, don't talk about mama." Like we boys, we love our mothers. A boy's mother is his best friend. And he
Yeah.
probably say, "Hey, man," you're like, "Hey, mom, I had to get suspended. I was beat up a guy because he saw you in the bikini."
Well,
I could,
no, no, I
but like,
think my girls. So the oldest one, she works for the ACLU up in Boston. She wants nothing to do with the fitness world at all. She doesn't enjoy it. I have another one who's a teacher. She teaches third grade, and she is into running, so she's running a half marathon. Then I have the one, her twin is into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. They both lift though. They lift like every other day and run and do their things. And then my youngest one just got into lifting, and I keep telling her she's just starting to build muscles. She's 16 and just started lifting. And 2 years ago, she said she'll never get into lifting, but now she's lifting with mom. And I think she's got like the wellness. She's got the butt going on. So I'm like, well, maybe, honey. And I'm like, you could do wellness. And she's like, Mom, I'm like, maybe. She's like, oh, maybe. So, and my son did compete with me back. My other son, he's 26 now. He competed with me about 4 years ago. He did men's physique, and yeah, so we did a show together, and that was like awesome.
yeah, what's it like to hunt, especially your dad and your husband? What's your husband's name?
Craig.
Craig, like what's like we like, hey honey, say, and you're on your prep, you say, baby, I love you. I got some food right here. I just said, don't kill me. I know you're only 5'1", but sometimes even there's always, as I was saying, there's always, even the smallest dog has a big fight. Hello, I think she froze. Renee, I think we have a technical difficulty, folks. Um, let me see. Let me see. It says she froze. I'm going to send her a message. It could be on my end. I hope it's not. Let me see. Hope it's not on my end. If anybody's in the comment section, put a comment so I can see if it's on her end or my end. Well, there you go. We're going to, wait a minute. Remove. Wait, and all right, there you go.
Not sure what happened there. Sorry.
That's all right.
That
Technical difficulties. Yeah, technical difficulties
yeah.
happen. It's just, yeah. So it's something about being when you're on prep, and when you got the kids at the house, and you got Craig, and and what's that like for him
You
being
know
married
what?
to a?
I consciously he played he's a big dude too now. He doesn't lift. He can't. He's a orthopedic nightmare. He wrestled in college and played football. So he golfs now. That's his thing. But I promised him that when I got into this sport, because I didn't get, again, I got into this because it was something that I thought I would miss out in life if I didn't do. So for him, I promised him when I did get into it that if I ever became that evil bitch and I looked like I wanted to eat his arm, that he needs to tell me. Because I know a lot of competitors. I talk to males and females. I have a lot of friends in it. I know oftentimes you don't know you're becoming that animal. You don't know. You just do. And I promise, I told him. So I try really, really, really hard not to be that person, and always wake up blessed, thinking, thank you, Lord, for letting me do this and being here today. So if I think that way, I really try not to be nasty to him. So yeah, I try not to be, I try to be a good wife. I try.
Well, like I said, that's all you can do is try to be a good wife and a good
Yeah.
mother. I know, like I said, it's tough being a woman in sport and to compete. Also, while I was, like I said, I found this video, and it's the video of her when she got a pro card after the Teen Collegiate show. And
Mm.
folks, I want y'all to check it out. And this is where it tells you how someone really is when it's just something that kind of just makes sure it's just how special a person she is. Now, just so respect, and I'm just, like I said, it's a great video. So I'm gonna pop it up here. All right. Here we go.
This is Neil Cash with NBC News Online. We're here at the 2023 Teen Collegiate and Masters Nationals with your women's bodybuilding 45 and over overall champion, Renee Covell. She is spunky, folks. Renee, congratulations.
Thank you.
How's it feel?
Oh my gosh, I bawled my eyes out. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Did you cry?
I cried.
Is makeup running?
I cried. But I came here hoping for a top 5. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hoping for a top 5 comeback with an overall title and an IFBB Pro card.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. So how long have you been competing?
10 years.
10 years, a decade of competing. How many national shows have you done?
2. This is my second.
Okay. So how'd you do? When was the last one, and how'd you do?
During COVID, it was out at Phoenix, and I got second.
Okay. Second place. So you just missed it.
Yeah.
And then, so you just missed it during COVID 2020, so like 3 years ago, right? Or 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, and that was in physique, though. I didn't do bodybuilding.
Okay. So then you come back, women's bodybuilding, like 2-3 years later, and you were only 1.5?
Yes. Got to be humble. All these women here were amazing. Everyone deserves a good win, depending on what we look like in a couple minutes. It changes.
That's true.
Yeah.
But guess what? You won.
I did it.
You won.
My
coach, cried like a baby.
I cried like a baby. I got phenomenal coaches and an awesome family. I have 7 kids, and my husband's my biggest supporter. So he's here, and my coach is like online with me all the time. He's talking to me, and my posing coach is here. So I got a team, friends that came with me, and yeah.
And it all panned out. So who all do you want to thank out of it? I know you got a million. It sounds like you got a million people to thank. So get the going.
Thank you. Well, I got to talk to the Lord, because last week I was at 134, and to be a lightweight, I needed to be at 120. So,
and you made lightweight today?
I made lightweight, and that was
you were suffering.
I was praying to God, and my coach Shelby Starnes, who's phenomenal, and then I work with Kenny, and Kenny was here working my posing. My really great friend who's here for her first national show in figure. And my husband, he's out in the audience. All my 7 kids have been texting me, and so they've been phenomenal. I mean, it's just so many people have been involved. It's been amazing. I have sponsors, Todd Howe, who's also a promoter. And yeah, he's amazing. He's a wonderful human. And he has a show coming up next week, and I'll be sponsoring that.
So he can give me a shout out, the plug for the show. What's the show called?
Show is called The Delaware State.
There you go.
But it's also open for anybody. Yep. And it's next weekend, and it's awesome.
Yep, there you go. Todd Howell, you're welcome.
We love you, Todd.
All right, anybody else?
All 7 kids, my husband, coaches, Shelby.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. And all my friends, my new friends.
She got a crowd of friends over there, folks.
Yep.
So, all right, what's next?
I'm waiting to hear what Shelby says. Okay. I'm willing to do a small pro show. I'm not big enough to be the girls, but I want to. So as soon as he says I'm ready, I'll go.
Okay. Well, it's exciting. Look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you Renee, so much. Hope to see you soon.
All right, you will. All right, so Renee, Neil Cash, NBC News Online, we out. Congratulations. Go celebrate. All right.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, you should truly be proud of yourself.
That was yeah.
You worked hard to get there, and to finally that feeling when they told you, you are now IFBB Pro. It was just. But this is coming a question I'll ask you, Renee. This is something the other guy asked you. What was that thing that you craved the most? That thing you wanted after the show? What was that thing that was calling your name? Tell us, share with us. What was that was calling you anarchy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I was craving anything. It was late. That show went. That show is no joke. Like I've been at national lots of I've been to hundreds of shows. That show had so many competitors at it that it went really really late. The poor figure went after physique, and then I did physique there too. By the way, I'm um figure went after. They got done at like 10 o'clock at night. I mean, this was a late show. I don't think any restaurants were even open. But I'm a sugar girl. I like sugar, so it's very difficult. Like I could have a whole cake and not eat the cake, just eat the icing. Yeah, so I was likely. I think it was sugar I wanted.
Yeah, I know. Like a lot of ladies say they love like something salty, something sweet, something with carbs, like a pizza, a burger. I mean, I was talking to one lady, she ate a lot of, she was eating like ice cream, and then the next thing you know, she got sick. But
Oh,
that's the thing
yeah,
about people got to remember about being a bodybuilder.